Hey guys, what's up? It's MB. So this is, I think we're right at like 6 months on testosterone. I kind of just bypassed the whole 5 month video, so I really apologize. Like I say in all my videos, life gets busy. Everybody knows that. But so anywho, so I do have a couple changes um, to report, different than usual. I mean, obviously, the usual is more hair growth, and unfortunately, we can't choose what parts of our body get more hair and what don't. So, but that kind of is what it is. So, get used to it, right? So, anyways, um, I've actually had some bottom growth. I down there. So I had a growth spurt like 2 weeks ago. Obviously not a huge growth spurt, not like I'm. Anyways, we won't go there. But yeah, so I had a bit of a growth spurt, and so obviously for me that's good. Kara's trying to get used to it all. It is definitely a learning process for us. On being intimate and figuring out how it all works, because it's kind of changing. When I say kind of, I mean it's changing. So we're learning. So it's just kind of a step by step, day by day. Hey, remember that TV show? Anyways, yeah, yeah, it's a process. So that's a change. My feet grew. That was my other big change that I wanted to report. My feet grew, which is bizarre. I just threw away. Kara and I just got rid of like 6 pairs of shoes, and bought another pair or two because my Kara even said to me one day, she goes, "Your toes look longer." It was weird. Like I bought. I think I was on T for maybe 3 or 4 months. I bought a new pair of shoes, not thinking that my feet would grow. I mean, that's not something that's necessarily supposed to happen. So, but they grew, which is the most bizarre thing. So if you're 3 or 4 months on T, don't buy new shoes yet, just in case. I'm not really complaining. It's actually kind of nice. I can start to fit into men's shoes versus women's sizes or really big kid sizes. Granted, I saved a lot of money being able to buy some smaller sizes. However, I like men's shoes better. I think they look better. I don't know. They're more expensive though, which sucks. So, anyways, yeah. So my feet growing, that's been weird. All my shoes have been snug. First, I was like, oh, maybe I'm just maybe I'm still gaining a little bit of weight, and or maybe I'm retaining water, because for a little while I was kind of retaining some water, and just am trying to figure out my body, just kind of figuring everything out. But so. Yeah, but I don't know, I just think it's the weirdest thing that my feet grew. Other than that, I can't really think of any changes. Besides, like I said, the hair growth, my feet growing, some bottom growth. Yeah, that's it. So, not too bad. I am finally kind of getting used to where my metabolism is, how much I can eat, what I can and can't eat, this and that. And the nice thing is that it really is very easy to drop the weight. You don't have to cut out much to be able to drop weight, as a man. So, sorry girls. I know how it feels for it to be so difficult to drop a couple pounds. But there's definitely a positive side effect of the testosterone, being able to drop weight pretty quickly. So, a couple other things. Kara and I kind of talked today. She did get her Florida nursing license, so we keep your fingers crossed that we will be going to Florida next. And we're talking about scheduling top surgery with Dr. Garamoni come the next maybe 3 months. So that's kind of fun. That's really exciting. That's going to be a really big step in my transition. That's going to be kind of one of those where, people ask, well, when's your transition done? Well, I don't think anybody's transition is, necessarily done. But for me, that's going to be a huge part, because I am very, very large-chested. I don't pass. If you were to close your eyes, and hear me talk, yeah, I could pass. However, when you open your eyes and see how big of a chest, I can't bind, I can't do anything. I know I've talked about that before, but so that's going to be a really big step for us in my transition. So that's exciting. That's on the good news. Bad news is that my parents are still struggling with it. That's, I expected that. That's nothing that I didn't expect. It's hard. I mean, I knew it would be, I guess. I knew it would be. I think the hardest part is, my dad's talking to me about golf stuff, and about renewing my LPGA status and this and that, and I can't do that anymore. And I don't think he realizes that, while I'm taking testosterone and I'm transitioning from female to male, that I cannot be part of the Ladies Professional Golf Association. I don't know why it's not, I understand why it's not clicking, because, 28 years of my life, being female and being raised female, and, that's what he's used to, and all my accomplishments were in golf and as a woman, and so I think he's, I don't know if he's just not processing it or what it is. So that was kind of a difficult phone call today, with him talking about, hey, we got to renew your LPGA stuff, this and that, tell me what you got to do, yada yada, and because I'm really good at shutting down, I shut down, so I really didn't talk to him about it much. I still haven't told him I changed my name. I think my mom might have, I'm not sure though. I did tell, Karen, I told Liz, my mom, but she, kind of like everything else, she doesn't, my family's pretty cool in the sense that it could always be worse. They could always take things worse. They don't shut me out. They don't, ban me from family events. They still invite me over for dinners, and, we still act as a normal family. It's just everything, I think that's kind of Catholic tradition, being raised Catholic, is that everything just gets swept under the rug, so it's just not talked about, which, has its positives and negatives, so that's, that was interesting, talking, Karen and I talking to my mom about that. She'll figure it out, and I told him, I said, I'm not expecting you to, call me Micah right away. You don't have to call me Micah at all, but, call me MB, or call me, my mom always calls me Bug, keep calling me, my nicknames, that's fine. Just, I didn't quite say it like that because I can't, it's not at that point yet, but I don't want to be called Mary Beth anymore, and so I think that's something that's difficult too, when, either she calls or I call, it's, hey Mary Beth, well, I get it, I get it, but I want, I'd like a little bit of effort from my parents' side, and sometimes I feel like I don't get a little bit of effort, but it is what it is. I'm rambling now, so, anyways, on a happier note, it's almost Christmas. My uncle is getting married tomorrow, so congratulations to Dave and Colleen. We are going out to the wedding tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And it's my dad's birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday, Rick. And I think that's it. Christmas is coming up. I'm excited. We're going back down to St. Louis for a little bit, hang out with Kara's family, Kara's mom and stepdad, who are great. They're doing really good with the transition. They're trying. They're working on it, which is more than I can really say for, my folks. But again, I don't know what happens behind closed doors, so I'll leave it at that. So, anyways, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, all of the above. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday. For those who don't celebrate the holiday, enjoy maybe a day off of work. So, anywho, take care, guys, and I will do my best to try and start updating more, because I know how important these videos were to me in the beginning of my transition, even still now in this part of my transition. So I'll do my best to try and start updating more, and thank you, Lisa, for reminding me. Guys, have a good night.